should they? Ghosts belong to history, and America has no history. So when my friend, Lord Canterville, leased his country seat to an American gentleman and his family, he found some difficulty in persuading them that the lease also included a ghost. But it did.
A very lonely business haunting a place when there's no one left to haunt. Good day, Lady Startup. How did you jump when I appeared at your bedside as a vampire monk? Never the same again, were you? And Lord Racer, your wig went grey in the night at the sound of my devilish laughter. Nothing but servants to frighten and pictures to talk to. Speak of me as one who haunted not wisely, but too well. I'll give myself a scar. No. What's the point? A visitor. A host of visitors. Company at last. To work. Welcome home, my lord.
I wish to introduce Mr. Otis.
Pleased to meet you, Hiram Beals.
Mrs. Omni's housekeeper and Porson Axe's butler.
Pleased to meet you, Porson.
I never do on Wednesdays, sir.
Mr. Otis proposes to come and live here with his family.
Here, my lord.
Yes.
Live, my lord.
Well, I certainly hope so, ma'am.
I've let the castle to Mr. Otis for 3 years.
You see, I'm over here as minister, and being a family man, I have to have somewhere to live.
Live? But, my lord.
We will take tea, Mrs. Omni, with muffins if you please.
Yes, my lord. It's muffins today.
Muffins?
Will a person be having tea in the servants' hall, my lord?
Mr. Otis is not a person, Porson. He is an American.
Yes, my lord. I think we've got one somewhere. I'll see if I can find it.
I'm afraid, as you see, the place is a little short-staffed.
Oh, that suits me fine, Lord. We Americans don't tend to be surrounded by flunkies.
All the same, I wouldn't like to think of letting him perhaps without telling you why we find it so hard to keep servants.
Oh, don't worry, Lord Canterville. We all know the reputation of you British aristocracy. Some old scandal, eh?
Well, you might say so. A ghost, to be precise.
Oh, now, Lord, I don't believe in ghosts. And shall I tell you why I don't believe in ghosts? Because there are no such things. And how do I know there are no such things? Because there are none of them in America.
Mr. Otis, I can assure you that we have them here.
No, Lord, you don't have them here. You only imagine you have them here. No, sir, you don't have them here. If there were any ghosts in Europe, some enterprising American would have imported one to the States years ago. And we'd have had it in a museum or on the road as a show.
Oh, well, this one's been well known since 1584. He always makes his appearance before the death of any member of my family.
Well, so does the family doctor, for that matter. No, Lord, take my word for it. There's no such thing as a ghost.
Fort Gibeon, the bloodsucker of Bexley Moor. There. That'll be something to look forward to. Now I must remember, start slowly. Moan a little, groan a little. Make them uneasy. Canterville, gibber. Bluff. Yes. I bid you welcome to Canterville Chase.
This is Mrs. Umney, honey, and this is Mr. Paulson.
I'll be down to look at the kitchen just as soon as we're finished unpacking. Oh, there you are. Mrs. Umney, this is our daughter, Virginia. Oh, pleased to meet you.
Welcome to Canterville Chase.
Where are the boys? Mrs. Umney, something's been spilled here.
Yes, madam. Blood has been spilt there.
How horrid. I don't much care for blood in the sitting room. It must be removed at once.
Removed? That is the blood of Lady Eleanor de Canterville, who was murdered on that very spot by her own husband in 1575. Her husband survived her by 9 years, and then disappeared suddenly in most mysterious circumstances. His body has never been discovered, but his guilty spirit still haunts the chase. That bloodstain has been much admired by tourists and others, and cannot be removed.
Nonsense. That's the very thing for it.
Oh, sir, be careful what you do.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Umney. Pinkerton's Champion Stain Remover and Paragon Detergent will clean it up in no time. Monstrous climate.
Hiram?
Huh?
What do you do with a woman who faints?
Charge it to her like breakages. She won't faint after that.
Oh, feeling better, Mrs. Umney?
Oh, sir, beware.
What?
I've seen things in this house with my very own eyes that will make your hair stand on end.
Huh? There's the aristocracy for you.
Many a night I've not closed my eyes in sleep for the dreadful things that go on here, sir.
Virginia, leave the room. Oh, Mother.
I'll say no more, but beware.
Curses not loud but deep. Our blood shall have blood, they say. What next? An apparition. Something to freeze the marrow in their bones. Red Reuben, or the strangled babe, a green hand tapping at the window pane, Martin the maniac? No, 1,000 times worse than that. I shall be myself.
What are you thinking about, dear? Horses. You may be able to ride tomorrow if the weather clears.
Oh, I can ride any weather. I often went out in the park in the rain.
You mustn't become a hoyden.
Oh, I'm not a hoyden. Just because I may saw Bilton twice. And beat it.
Well, what you do with a peer of the realm is quite a different matter. But down here you must be more careful.
You mean I have to find a lord before I can have any fun?
You don't seem to have found it difficult so far. Let's see. There was the Marquis of Henley, the Duke of Cheshire, Lord
Oh, but there's none of them here. I am.
His Grace the Duke of Cheshire. Bad luck, poor person. Virginia.
You're brave.
Madam.
How did you manage to get Porson to understand who you were?
Oh, he knows me well. I'm a policeman here.
But this is Berkshire.
Yes.
Well, shouldn't your place be in Cheshire?
Oh, heaven's name, Mrs. Otis. Dukes are never living there, Dukedom. All I've got in Cheshire is a salt mine.
But I thought you were at Cambridge.
No, I've left Cambridge. My duty said I'd had all the education the Duke needed, and I'd better get down to the serious business of life.
Work?
No, being a Duke. It isn't as easy as it looks.
Will you come horseback riding tomorrow?
Virginia, you mustn't be so forward.
Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Otis. She's an American. I mean, you're all Americans. So it's all right.
And you're a duke. So that's all right, isn't it, Mother? Yes, I suppose so. I'll just go down and tell Mrs. Emily how to make corn fritters.
Virginia, I couldn't keep away.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't.
Are you? I'm glad you're glad. You know, the very person who hasn't been reading I've ever been able to talk to.
Where should we go horseback riding tomorrow?
Where you will.
Oh, I don't know the best places to go.
Any place is the best place if you're now, Virginia.
Oh, hello, Duke. I didn't expect to see you.
Oh, Cecil lives near here.
I thought you were Duke of Cheshire.
He has a salt mine in Cheshire.
The serfs?
Oh, for Paul, that's Russia.
Sit down, sit down. Oh, say, maybe you can tell me about this ghost.
The Canterville ghost?
You know anyone who's actually seen it?
Well, there's Lord Rufford.
Oh, well, he's off his head.
Only since seeing the ghost.
Clack, chains, and gibber. Mount stairs, chuckling easy. Wilishing round gallery groaning, gibber again. Gibber again. The oak-eyed window looking on drive. That's the bit I always forget. Gibber again at the oak-eyed window looking on drive. Down the main staircase, howl like werewolf, pass through the French windows looking on terrace. Oh dear, it's raining. Return through the servants' quarters. Return through the servants' quarters? Oh well. Now walks the cursed terror of the house of Canterville.
Some lubricator which you're welcome to use. It's said to be completely efficacious upon one application, and there are a number of testimonials to that effect on the wrapper from some of our most eminent native divines. Well, I'll leave it there for you, and I shall be happy to supply you with more should you require it. Good night.
Tonight, I must be great. I need help. I desperately need help. Hallucination, evil, ecstasy, to some. Oh dear, dear, I do hate all this sort of thing. May it pass as I ask you. bells of course. Come away! Come away! Hecate! Hecate! Come away! Salutations, Your Majesty.
A kiss, a call, a drop of blood.
Well, I'm running a bit short.
No, I don't want any. I only have to say it. What's the matter?
Well, you see, the house is full of Americans.
Well,
What shall I do?
hoot them.
Well, I did last night, but they all laughed at me.
Surely you can laugh back.
Well, I can try.
Your laugh is famous.
Yes, but...
Have you not all confidence in yourself?
Well, no, but I did last night.
You, who have haunted half the crowned heads of Europe.
Yes, but... they're Americans.
Even Americans are human. And all human beings fear the supernatural. Now, out you go, and laugh them to scorn. Tincture. If it's indigestion that's troubling you, you'll find it an excellent remedy. Good night.
Very well, madam, you have asked for it. Tomorrow I shall turn myself into the great black dog, whose appearance frightened old Canterville's uncle, the Honourable Thomas Horton, into a state of permanent idiocy. Oh!
You do look funny.
She just a scarf that never felt a wound. Look! Look!
A sovereign remedy for flatulence, heartburn, windy spasms, and the effects of overindulgence.
300 years since a morsel passed my lips.
There's a picture of the doctor on the label.
What shall I do?
Haunt harder.
But I'm about to 10.
Nonsense. Why, you've only just begun your repertoire.
Oh, what's the use?
You have no choice.
I thought perhaps, that is if you didn't mind, I might be excused haunting while they have the house.
You thought that, did you?
Yes, I mean, after all, it's only 3 years.
If it were 3 days, the answer would still be the same.
You're cruel.
You should have thought of that before you murdered your wife.
Nobody thinks of the consequences before they murder their wife. It's not natural.
Neither are you.
Just a poor spirit doomed for a certain term, to walk the night.
And walk you shall. Oh, answer to your queen, I shall return.
She will too. What shall I do? What shall I do? The Blastus Benedicti. No, they're Episcopalians, they never know what I was. Young Daniel or the suicide skeleton. Perhaps. No, wait. I have it. I'll appeal to their romantic instincts. Tomorrow night, I shall be great. If they had any romantic instincts.
5 ponies, 6 hunters, 8 carriage horses, a thoroughbred stallion, and a donkey.
And oh my!
If you will but say yes.
Oh,
Darling.
oh, Cecil. When shall we be married?
Have you then not become engaged, Trust?
Oh, aren't we?
I have to ask leave of your father.
And Mother. Oh, do it now, Cecil, do it now.
Which first?
Mother. Mother!
There you are, madam.
Interesting.
Jugged hair, madam.
Jugged hair. I see. We'll start with the corn first. Very good, madam.
Mother! Mother! Dad wants to marry me.
At least, that is, we want permission to become engaged.
I have all.
Donkey.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my little girl. Does your father know? Oh, no. We'll go tell him right now.
Oh, no, dearest, I shouldn't do that. He's engaged in his history of the Democratic Party. Besides, the ghost woke him up last night, and he's always cross when he's walking at night. Let him have a good night's rest and tackle him in the morning.
Duke.
Well, I was just off.
That's what?
The Black Knight bag shop.
The arm.
Yes, I thought they'd appreciate a knight in armor.
Where will you find me?
Well, there's a suit of my own in the hall. I wore it at the Canterville tournament. The Queen thought very highly of it. Man.
Waking us up at this time of night.
Are you aware, sir, that we are paying a very considerable rental to this place? We're paying for peace and quiet. For peace and quiet that we're not getting. And are you aware, moreover, that you are an anachronism? That you have no place in a progressive society? You belong to the Dark Ages. You hear me? The Dark Ages. Along with the plumbing and cooking and heating systems in this antiquated pile. You're just not modern. And you'd better be quiet, or you'll find yourself torn out and replaced. Just as they're going to be torn out and replaced.
Loathes me. She loathes me not. He loathes me. Loathes me not. Who is that? Me. Oh, get me out, man. Get me out. Oh. I've hurt myself.
What do you expect if you will get climbing those chimneys at your age?
Well, I had to. He was lecturing me, so I popped up the chimney.
Do you want any help with that?
No, thank you, ma'am. You'll only pull my head off. It's such a job to get it back on again. Oh, that poor ghost. Someone's been tampering with it. It fitted me perfectly when I had it made. Even the aeronautics wanted to know the name of my armor.
300 years ago.
It seems so heavy.
The Duke will become light.
Oh, I'm ill.
Very well. You may have 3 days off.
Thanks.
But not idle. Bloodstains must be maintained. And you can give your wardrobe a good going over. I shall expect to find a great improvement when I return.
She'll never go.
Well, wait.
Would you like that?
Oh, of course. He hates sleeping in the daytime.
I don't think it's a good moment to ask you.
No, of course.
No, I don't fancy might find a better moment.
Oh, you're afraid I shouldn't bother.
I tell you I'm not.
Well, go on, then. I'll wait next door. Oh, call me in for the black cream.
Sir, Mr. Otis?
That's a fine way to say good afternoon.
It wasn't me. I
don't see anyone else. And now, if you'll excuse me, son.
As a matter of fact, I did want to talk to you.
You just said that you didn't.
No, I said I didn't wait till.
Well, what do you want to talk to me about?
Virginia and me.
What about Virginia and you?
She wants to marry me.
She can't.
No, but she does. I asked her.
I mean, she can't marry you.
Oh.
Is that all? Have you finished?
Well, no.
Well, get on with it. I'm sleepy. We were kept up half the night by that darn ghost of yours.
Not mine, sir.
He's a member of the British aristocracy. You're a member of the British aristocracy. You belong to each other. And that's why Virginia's not going to marry you. I'm a plain man, Duke. And I like plain speaking.
I expect to get a lot of that in America.
Yes, sir, we do. And we set a very great store by it. Pedigrees, titles, family trees are all symbols of an outworn order. My wife's family came over on the Mayflower. Doesn't mean a thing. My own great-grandfather was quartermaster general in George Washington's army. What does that make me?
A millionaire.
Oh, no. I work for mine, Duke. You do any sort of work?
I sign you into papers.
You call that work?
I didn't see that your president does much more.
Oh, president? Our president, my good sir, was elected by the will of the people of the United States of America, acting in accordance with
Yes?
With the principles of recognized democratic procedure. And now go away, young man, go away.
Where?
No.
What did he say?
That I'm an outworn symbol.
Of course.
When my daughter marries, it will be to a clean-limbed young American with democratic principles and a modern outlook.
Cecil's limbs are as clean as any American.
The headless wanderer. He should frighten them. One of them at any rate. I wonder. Oh, that wretched bloodstain. How I detest housework. I knew that would happen sooner or later. Now, what am I going to use for blood? Am I going to use for blood? Wine? Same color. Hasn't got the body. Hasn't got the body. Blood, wine, hasn't got the body. I shall make a joke on those lines for Hecate the next time she comes. Next time she comes? Tomorrow night? What am I going to use for blood? I've got to find a substitute. I've got to find a substitute. What am I going to use for blood? I've simply got to find a substitute.
It's exactly the same shape as before.
Well, who ever heard of green blood?
Fox had green blood.
Well, whatever it is, Pinkertons will banish it.
Ginny! The ghost made green blood.
I don't care, and I don't like being called Jenny.
Please!
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'll say it is. I mean, red stains are bad enough, but this one is just plain frivolous.
Yes, but you must admit, he's been very nice and quiet the last few nights.
Yes, but there's a fresh stain every morning. Not, horseback riding today?
No. Why don't you do some sketching, dear? I hate sketching.
You used to like it.
I used to like a lot of things I don't like now. My family, for a start. Virginia!
Respect for the family is a leading feature in American life.
So are the Niagara Falls. And I don't like them either. I hate them.
Young woman, go up to your room. I will not have you speaking disrespectfully of your family.
Or of the Niagara Falls. And I hate corn fritters, too!
How can you hate the Niagara Falls? I was afraid of this. It's a terrible thing to see a pure young American girl corrupted by the degenerate ways of the aristocracy.
Oh? I don't suppose the Duke hates corn fritters. Poor boy probably doesn't even know what they are.
Are you siding with him?
Oh, Hiram, give your consent. You wouldn't have to wear a coronet.
I should hope not. I'd rather wear chains, like a ghost. Speaking of it, where's that bottle of lubricant I left here?
It should be there. I told Mrs. Umney not to touch it.
What's gone?
Well, you don't
You
suppose...
must have. Well. Now that's what I call real progress.
I'm not sure the silent chain suits you.
Well, I don't want to deafen them, only terrify them.
How do you supposed to do that?
Oh, and I've worked out my program very carefully, man. Very carefully indeed. Yes. Now then, first I proceed to the room occupied by Mr. Otis. He's the one who rubs out my blood stains. I wear this, and I carry this. I stand at the foot of his bed, and I stab myself 3 times to slow music. Yes, slow music. Having reduced him to a state of abject terror, I then proceed to the room occupied by the mother. First of all, I place a hand on her trembling forehead, and then into her trembling ear, I whisper the awful secrets of the charnel house. I knew you'd like that bit. Then for the boys. For them, I've kept the worst. First of all, I lay across their chest to produce the stifling sensations of nightmare. Then I stand between their 2 beds, which are conveniently close to each other, in the form of a green, icy-cold corpse, until they become completely paralyzed with fear. Then I throw off this. Then I crawl around the room. You know, the suicide skeleton, white bleached bones, and one rolling eyeball.
I wish you success.
Thank you, ma'am. The storm is brewing. Tonight, I shall be great. Huge, grinning with fiery eyes. It was terrible.
There are no other ghosts on the establishment of this house.
There is, I saw it.
Pull yourself together.
If you'd seen it, you'd be frightened, man.
I will see it.
You're going out there?
No, it will come to me.
In here?
Yes, and you will tell it to.
Me?
You.
Oh, we're supposing it won't.
All ghosts heed my call.
But it might not heed mine. It's not that I'm frightened, Anne, you understand?
I suppose not. You are a Canterville.
Yes, but you see, I've never spoken to a ghost before. What do I say to it?
Gibber.
It might gibber back.
Probably.
Well, I shan't like that.
And I shan't like it if you don't do what you're told.
Well, I haven't if I'm dressed correctly.
Then change.
So, what do you think? Something simple but neat?
And quick.
Yes, but it can't be the headless Earl, can it? I'll just see if I've got it. Yes, how about this? Jones the Graveless, or the Corpse Snatcher from Chertsey Barn. Yes, and of course, round the jaws and yellow linen. Of course, a small lantern and a sexton's spade, and there we are.
Goody.
Goody. Well, I suppose I'd better be
Going.
Gone! Excuse me.
I say!
I can do no more.
Where is the other ghost?
There was no other ghost. It was those dreadful children.
Oh. They mock me, do they? They must be taught a lesson.
But they don't want to learn.
Then make them. It's their duty to be haunted, just as it is yours to haunt. You've not forgotten that, have you?
No, ma'am.
Good. Because if you had, you would have to be taught a lesson too.
Oh, ma'am.
I must fly now. But my eye will remain upon you. Now I go, now I fly. Move, my sweet spirit and I. Oh, what a dainty thing it is to ride in the air to the moonlight fair and dance and sing and cry and sing. Oh.
I knew she'd been drinking. I thought you were at the shoot.
I stayed behind. You're the ghost. Oh, wait a minute. Kira, my brothers go back to school tomorrow, and then if you behave yourself, no one will annoy you.
It's absurd to ask me to behave myself. Quite absurd. I have to clank my chains and moan through keyholes and walk about at night. It's my only reason for existing.
Oh, that's no reason at all for existing. And you know it's very wicked of you to kill your wife.
My wife was a shrew. Never had my ruffs properly starched, and knew nothing at all about cookery. Still, that's all over now. But I don't think it was very nice of her brothers to chain me up and starve me to death, even though I did kill her.
Dorothy? Oh, poor Mr. Ghost. I mean, Sir Simon. Are you hungry? I'm sure I could find you a sandwich or something.
No, thank you, I'm past it. I never eat anything now. But I must say it's very kind of you, and you're much nicer than the rest of your rude, vulgar, dishonest family.
How dare you? You are the one that are rude and vulgar. And as for dishonesty, you know you stole paint out of my box to furbish up that blood stain.
Well, what was I to do? I mean, blood's very difficult to get nowadays. And your father began it all with his paraffin detergent. I mean...
Whoever heard of emerald blood?
Well, blood's it's just a matter of taste. I mean, we Cantervilles have blue blood. At least I hear. But I know you Americans don't care for things of this kind.
You know nothing at all about it. And the best thing you can do is to emigrate and improve your mind.
I shouldn't think I'd like America.
I suppose that's because we have no rulings and no curiosities.
You have your navy and your manners.
And then I will ask the bar to get the boys an extra week's holiday.
Oh, please don't go. I'm so lonely and so unhappy. I really don't know what to do. I want to go to sleep. And I cannot.
Oh, that's absurd. You have merely to get into bed and blow out the candle.
I have not slept for 300 years.
300 years? Oh, poor ghost. Have you nowhere where you can sleep?
Far away beyond the pine woods there is a little garden. There the grass grows long and deep. There are the great white stars of the hemlock flower. There the nightingale sings all night long. All night long he sings, and the cold crystal moon looks down, and the yew tree spreads out its giant arms over the sleepers.
The garden of death.
Yes, death. Death must be so beautiful, to lie in the soft brown earth, with the grasses waving above one's head, and listen to silence. To have no yesterday, but no tomorrow. To forget time. To forgive life. To be at peace.
Oh, but surely you can be.
I could, if you would help me.
I?
Yes, you can, you know. You can open for me the portals of the house of death, for love is always with you, and love is stronger than death.
What must I do?
Have you read the prophecy on the window through there?
When a golden girl can win prayer from out the lips of sin, when the barren almond bears, or a little child gives away its tears, then shall... What does it all mean?
That you must weep for me for my sins, because I have no tears. That you must pray with me for my soul, because I have no faith. And if you have always been sweet, and good, and gentle, the angel of death will have mercy on me.
Tell me what I must do.
You must come with me.
Where?
Into the darkness. You will see fearful shapes, and wicked voices will whisper in your ear, but they will not harm you, for against purity the powers of hell cannot prevail.
I will do it.
You are not afraid?
No, I'm not afraid. I will ask the angel to have mercy on you.
Thank you. Now you are as cold as death.
She's not on the roof.
He's not in the stables.
He? Who he?
We are looking for Miss Virginia.
Oh, look there, they're all there, every single one.
Well, she's not there, but she's gone.
Oh, how could she?
If all the horses are still in the stables, then my deduction is she's been carried off, and I know by who.
His Grace, the Duke of Cheshire.
Where is she? Where is she? I don't know. What isn't she with you?
No, Mrs. Hughes, I heard the news she disappeared and came straight over here.
We thought she was with you.
Well, but she were.
Well, if she's not with him, she must be somewhere else.
Perhaps he's been stolen by the gypsy.
Gypsies? There are many of those in this part of Berkshire.
Well, there's some. I gave them permission to camp in Blackwell Hollow. They left today.
With her?
We'll soon find out. But first we're going to search the wood and drag the cart from them.
I knew that the hand of doom was on this house. Nobody can mock at the powers of darkness.
Oh, Mrs. Umney, please. Surely this has nothing to do with the ghost.
That's not for us to say, Angsta.
That's not for us to say, I'm sure. And it's time you two were in bed.
I think that's the best place for all of us. There's nothing more we can do tonight. Duke, you'd better stay the night.
No, really, I wouldn't like to trouble you.
It's no trouble, my boy. I'll send for the police in the morning. We'll have to take this down. It's too late to ride home now anyway. It's well past midnight.
Just on midnight.
Where have you been? We've been worried to death about you.
I have been with the ghost. Alone? He asked me to go with him.
Where is he now? Speak to him severely.
He is dead.
Welcome to you.
Oh, now he is really dead and at rest. He had been very wicked, but he was sorry for all that he had done. And he gave me this box of beautiful jewels before he died. You must come and see him. I'll sit here by your brother before me. And stone it there.
Gee, looks real spooky.
Whoa, spooky, the way was a spook. Gee, I don't like it in here.
Me neither.
Oh, there's no ghost here now. Why not? Because he is at rest.
Say, look at that. At the old almond tree in the courtyard.
In blossom in November.
Prophecy.
When a golden girl can win prayer from out the lips of sin, when a barren almond bears, or a little child gives away its tears, then shall all the house be still, and peace come to Canterville.
The house is quiet now. Sir Simon has gone. But, to tell the truth, I think they miss him. What is more, I have a shrewd idea that he misses them too. I hope you have enjoyed the strange stories which I have been privileged to tell you over the past few weeks. Perhaps one day, before very long, we shall meet again in other circumstances equally bizarre.